No. Do that, you will embarrass me. Just sit down. Ordinaryong tao lang tayo. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I cannot name all. So, sabihin ko sa inyo, I'm here because I believed in the cause ni Neil at ni Jimmy. Alam mo, itong mga grupo sila, pumunta ito ng Davao and offered to just campaign for me. And of course, as a person who didn't have, hindi naman ako walang pera. May bumigay naman. Pero utterly not up to the needs of running the presidency. Alam mo ho, I have been mayor of a city in Mindanao, Davao City. And it was the time when siguro by destiny, I was a prosecutor at that time. I saw so many cases, my own and the others, na for prosecution na bumagsak dahil sa corruption. Not because hindi kami nagtatrabaho, not because the police were wanting and the intensity of the drive, but because of so many corruption. Alam mo kasi, dumating ang panahon, pati dito, na pati ikaw ang pulis nagtatrabaho, if you are a cop working hard for your country and for your fellow men, at pinadalhan ka ng picture ng asawa mo at anak mo bumababa sa sakyan, talagang ihina ang katawan mo. And that was happening all over, including Manila. Because not all were really cases of as a result of bargain or something. But hinaluan na kasi ng mga animal ng takot. Pati ikaw ba man ng pulis? Makatanggap pa yung asawa mo naglalakad. Is not that enough reason for you really to just get scared? Yung iba umaalis. Yung iba could not help but went into corruption. Marami dito sa Maynila. Generals. Kaya ganun ang nangyari. Naiipit yung mga taong gustong magtrabaho na matino. At yun namang mga taong masasama, they were ruling the day. Ang masama nito, at hindi na realize ng mga tao, then probably they never entered in their minds, na mas marami na ang patay na inosente kaysa mga masasama. And this would also all ignored. Because dito, see dead person there, hindi man nila alam. But itong human rights, they never counted it as a case of extrajudicial killing. Unlike now, if you see a dead carcass, especially if he is a drug addict, for all I care, it's just a piece of carcass. And then you grieve for that idiot and the social dysfunction that they have created in this country. Alam mo, pag ito ang tinamaan, the father, head of the family, pag ito ang bumagsak, patay na. It would result in a massive social dysfunction for the family. Mag-away na ng asawa, magtanan ng iba, o mag-alis doon sa other countries to work. Baski na tatanggap na lang ng mga kontrata na patagilid, else they end up somewhere in the slave markets of Africa. Or if you are paid and you don't have the papers, then if you are in that status, you cannot deny. Sige ka lang oo ng oo. Now remember, I'm not trying to get into quarrel with the Arabs. But there are certain, I'm not saying all, but there are certain Arab tribes in the Middle East that would consider a slave bought from the slave markets of Africa or paid na bayan lang because she gets a measly sum. Papers are not really complete and always threatened with deportation or report to the authorities. Kaya po papayag na sila. And remember, sa mga tribo na yan, rape is part of the territory. Kaya ako, why do they not get pregnant? I don't know. But you have to go there and find out. Saan sila bumibili ng mga contraceptives nila. Pero wag na lang sana ninyong putulin ninyo ito dahil maraming if you are a husband and you hear these stories, maluluko ka. Para na lang konsiderasyon sa kapwa-tao natin, putulin lang ninyo yun. For that is true. For it happened to me. When I was a congressman, I went to the Middle East because two ladies from Turil district in Davao City were arrested for giving out rosaries. So, iyak ng iyak yung nanay, pati tatay. Every morning, nandyan na sa gate ng bahay ko. Pagka umaga, maagang maaga, nag-aabang na. So, my partner, sabi niya, lakarin mo naman kung anong maitulong mo. Kawawa naman. So, I decided to go to the country and pleaded with the king. He was a bit, and you know him, I don't have to mention him. He was a bit senile. May Alzheimer's na, but sometimes during lucid intervals, nakukuha niya. And on the second day that I visited the palace, he was able to get what was I was trying to convey at pumayag. At sabi noong advisor sa palace, you better talk to your counterpart. Since I was the vice chairman for the Law and Order Committee of the late Roy Lugoles, ako yung pumunta. Kasi ako lang yun lang doon. At yan ang sinabi niya. Coming from the mouth of an Arab official. At nakikita ako na in between, far and wide, itong droga. Buti lang sana kung if it's a matter of law and order. Yung criminal being pursued by the cops. Ang problema, pati yung police, pati yung mga generals pumasok because of the easy money. And you can't believe that sa stature nila, while not yet being caught, parang popular sila. They were, there was a sort of an adoration for them. And to think that when I won, I brought along Bato. Because Bato was my chief of police for the longest time. He went to Davao, he mayor, was assigned, he was only a second lieutenant. He got married there, ninong pa niya ako. But in between the years, he was assigned in so many positions all throughout the country. But he is really honest. I would use the word fundamentally honest. Kasi yung mga pulis, pag Pasko, or you're able to solve a crime, for example, kidnapping, and out of gratitude, bigyan niya sila. Tatanggapin nila. Sabi ko, tatanggapin niyo. Pasalamat yan eh. Pero kung sabihin mong maghingi, not the kind. Lahat ng chief of police na dumaan sa Davao, talagang matino yan. Morente, o dinala ko sila. I appointed Morente, Koy. Kasi ang deal namin is, yung mga ganon, gratis, okay lang. Pero puta na pagka pumasok ka ng corruption, magbabarilan tayo dito. So mamili nga. Either we kill each other, depende na lang kung sinong mauna sa atin, or we work together. And hindi ako kayo nagkamali kay Bato. He's honest. Okay, fundamentally honest. Kasi tumatanggap naman mga lechon yung Pasko. Go ahead. No problem. Yung mga, sabi ko, that's hard work. Hindi yan corruption. Papasalamat yan. When I was I costed along for 9 years as a trial prosecutor. Then I went on to become the city mayor of Davao. I ruled Davao for almost 21 years. Kaya alam ko lahat. Kaputay na wag mo talaga akong lukuhin. And even the police. Kaibigan ko yan sila. Pag may mangyari, sabihin mo sa akin ang totoo. And if I think that I will help you because it was done in the performance of duty or duty connected, wala talaga yung problema sa akin. That's why I said, just work, just follow the law, and along the way you committed excesses or disgrasya. Tawa lang ba niya? Tutulong talaga ako. So hindi ko na hinahayaan. Sabi ko nga, ako na ang bahala dyan sa human rights. Just do your work. I will assume full legal responsibility. Ako na ang magpakulong. Sabi ko sa kanila, you know, being president of a country, at least ours, hindi naman tayo barbaric dito. We have a strong faith in God. Ako, pumasok lang sila dyan sa, alam mo kasi ganito yan. If I take that time. Just bear with me para maintindihan ninyo ako. In 3 years, I'm out. I am out as out. Alam mo, pagka katoliko ka, pare ka, o bishop ka, when you attack me, you go out of your comfort zone as a religious man. If you are a foreigner, don't shit in this country because you are not allowed to do that. Tayo lang ang because itong mga Katoliko, hinihila yung mga aktivista na madre, ganun. Then, they go up to proceed to badmouth us. Sabi ko, wag gano'n. Kung ako ang bishop, and this is the Catholic Church, dito ako. Then I would say, I am Rodrigo Duterte. I am a priest, a Roman Catholic priest, and I am angry at the government because of extrajudicial killing. Tapos, God will punish him, I will send him to hell. Huwag ganon, kasi there is a separation of church and state. Do not use this pulpit because it would not be fair. Kalaban talaga, even before the election, yung the elite 400 of society, tawag nila. Sila yung mga pare nila. Marami akong kaibigang pare, yung sa mga barangay-barangay lang. Yung ngasa na pare, akin yun. Yung mga obispong, kanila yun. Wala akong pakialam sa buhay nila. Of course, I believe in God. And I said, when I was studying, kami na Dominguez, kababata ko yan. tatay ni Congressman Nograles, speaker. 1 year ahead lang kami sa papa mo. Alam natin, but alam natin there were abuses. Tsaka yung funding, totoo yan. And I said it right on time. At saka yung sabi kong, pardon, but you have my apologies. Yung mga madre. Look what happened. When the Pope went to Dubai, sinabi niya na ito ang gawain ng pare. Sabi ko, see, did I ever impose the lie sa tao? You know, I do not have to lie. Why? I do not have the obligation to lie to you. If you are happy with my statement, fine. But if it makes you sad, that's your problem, guy. It's not mine. I don't care. I was not born in this world to make you happy. I was born in this world to do what is right. Yan lang naman. Legal lang ang aking hinihingi. Ako, hindi ako corruption, and even if you go to Davao, you can accuse me of everything except yung tanginang corruption. Ngayon, kung babae, gusto ko nga tumingin doon ng direksyon nito. Baka somebody might get offended. You're staring at my wife, you goddammit. So, gano'n na lang. But let it not be said that I did not recognize your beauty, girls. Pero pag nabiyuda kayo, pwede naman niyo akong tawagan. Yan ang isa. Is this the social dysfunction? Kaya ako nung election, I did not promise you anything. Probably you never also went to any of my meeting because I thought, everybody thought, and I was, pati ako na nadala. Some say that ngayon walang nagbigay ng contribution because I did not have a party. I did not have the money. And I never had, sabi nila, a Chinaman's chance to win. But few. Ang mga his father, Subiri, father and son, si Angel Amante ng Agusan, but that was it had a history of, everybody has a history. Basta history yun. Then, but in the Muslim areas all over, naglandslide ako. You know, my mother is a mestiza Maranao. Ang lolo ko, Chinese. But my father is a Cebuano. Cebu. So, it comes naturally na doon yun nakadagdag. But, in Metro Manila, hindi ko talaga akalain mag-landslide ako dito. Greater Manila area. And the message was really simple. Promised you, I said, I will try to stop corruption. I will go after drugs. I will go after the criminals. And I will try to build city. I never promised this build. I was entering into a new territory, and I did not even know how I stood vis-a-vis with the Chinese government. Inaway kasi ni Pinoy. So, but after the election, and only because yung armas na in-order ko, because Marawi was already burning and all available intelligence sabi there was a build-up at nagkulang ako ng armas. Kasi yung armas noon, panahon pa ni Marcos, if yung bore, constant, ilang rounds, lumalaki. So it's supposed to be tight because there's a groove there. Kaya ang bala, pag lumalabas yan it has its own momentum. Kaya baski hangin, hindi nadala. It follows the trajectory. Nag-order ako ng 63, but it was canceled by the military at the last minute. Kasi nga, well, the popular notion na I would use it against but it was kasali sa black propaganda. Sa totoo lang, whether you believe it or not, I have yet to kill an innocent man. If I buy to you drugs, then I go back in the evening to buy another pack. Then I go back tomorrow. I buy again. And I buy for the second or third time. Kung hindi kita patayin, ang tingin mo sa akin, di loko-loko ako. Ilang beses ba ako magbili sa iyo para maprangka ko kayo lahat. Sinabi ko sa inyo, in Davao, when I became mayor. Kasi nga fiscal ako, and I told you the sad story of what happened. Sinabi ko, do not destroy my city. I'm going to build a comfortable city. I will return to you your streets, your alleys. I will return to you the parks, and you can go out every night. And I told the police, send your wife and your beautiful daughter outside. Let them roam the streets, anywhere. And if they come home alive, happy, smiling, unbridled, undisturbed, unmolested, yun ang gusto kong syudad para sa atin. And I told them, do not destroy yung syudad ko kasi papatayin kita. So when I became president, sinabi ko yan. Hindi lang kasi nagkikinig itong mga gunggong sa Maynila, pati yung mga pulis, kasi akala nila nagbibiro ako. I'm a joker, but sa lugar, hindi naman lahat ng panahon, puro na lang tawa. Told everybody dito, I will kill you if you destroy my country, period. I don't give a shit about human rights. Human rights, makita mo isa, dalawa, then you grieve, then yung pare, pati madre na, and think about what they have done to the Filipino people and to my country. Kasi pag ito nahulog sa bisyo, maghanap ito ng isa to support his habit and his habit. And will get another one to sustain his habit, and so on and so forth. Ganun ang contamination. Kaya umabot si Bato ng 1.6, the figures was 1.6 million. Wag na lang yung 6. Ako, presidente ng Pilipinas. 1 million of my fellow men whom I served are slaves to a drug called shabu. They do nothing but roam the streets to look for their fix when the monkey rides on the back. Gaganon-ganon yan. Ang pagwala, magnakaw, magpatay. Hindi na silang balik kung mamatay. Putang ina, okay sa kanila. They deserve it. Pero kung isang buntis, kalalabas sila ng convenience store, o pasukin mo ang bahay, or a-wait teller ng bangko, hindi marinig sa labas kasi ang lakas ng ulan. And she was knocking the door of the house. At tatay, ang nanay lang niya, puro matanda. Siyempre, bungol na rin yan, kagaya ko. Pero pagka, ako hindi masyadong mapagkayang magsigaw ka, pero kung mag-whisper ang babae, marinig ko. Tapos tabihan mo lang, rapin ninyo, sunugin ninyong katawan. Saan ang standard na justice ng human rights? Saan ito po? So what's the essence of going to confession? Sinners and religious people alike. Nawawala yung essence ng. Kaya ako naniniwala ako ng Diyos. Puro religion. Ayaw ko lang mag-iskandalo. But if you really want me to, anong ginawa sa amin nung first year, second year kami? Lalo na yan si Dominguez kay Tisoy. Ang finance secretary ko, kababata ko yan. Kaya yung, I cannot reconcile justice there. Korte. May isang judge dito sa Maynila, ang putang ina niya, 1,000 cases, walang isang conviction. Nagreklamo yun sila, police, sila. Piskal, hulog yan. Magkano lang sildo mo? Judge ka? You're a judge. Ang kaso, 50 million worth of Cebu. Magkano ang retirement ng judge? Not all judges, by the way. Not all fiscals. Pero, you retire about, you get 15, 20. O kung bigyan ka ng 50 million. Tapon mo talaga yan. Ang isa pa dito, there's something wrong here. Because, I'm trying to work out na itong kampo ng military, the police, ibigay ko sa kanila yan. But they cannot sell it. Pero tagig, they can have it leased para meron silang sariling. Kasi magre-retire ito at 56 years old. And they get married late. Karamihan sa kanilang police, dalawa, isa ang anak lang. They cannot afford. Kasi pag-retire nila at 56, yung mga anak nila, yung iba, nasa high school pa. What's the average retirement pay? Palagay mo na, si Bato nagyabang 11 million. General siya eh. About ito mga patro. Mga sarinto. Saan nila kunin yung pang-araw-araw? 56 until you die? How about the children? About the schooling ng mga bata? Kaya hindi lang nila alam gaano ang sakit ng ulo ko. Trying to figure out how to come up with balancing. That's why I thought of giving the whole of giving half of Aguinaldo. Malaki man yan. Di man kailangan niya malaking kampo nila. Doon sila bukid. Tarsundalo kayo. Di parintahan nila yan, like Taguig. So, mag-boom. But Sunny Dominguez is very strict. Gusto ko sana nang ibigay diretso. Sabi niya, does not want it. Kasi sabi niya, it's not good for him. Alam mo kasi ito si Sunny Dominguez, ang father-in-law niya, yung Andrews Air Base ng Zamboanga. Si Mol is daughter of a military. Yung Andrews Airport. Kaya marunong yan si Sunny. He knows what he's doing. Yan ang ano ko. Yung patayin yung nanay na bulag, rapin mo yung lola bulag, yung nanay, pati yung 1-year-old na bata, pakialaman mo. Tusukin mo pa sa dibdib. Ano? Ang iba, nung piskal ako, mag-rape ka, nakawan mo, tapos patayin mo pa. Maswerte ka kung andoon ka sa ibang piskal. Kung dito ka sa akin, tapon mo yan sa helicopter. Sanay na kayo maglokso ng helicopter. Tumalon na sa lokso. Madali lang man yan. You have a problem to solve it. Sabi mo lang. Okay. Ayaw magsalita, ihulog mo yung putang inang yan. Di mahulog. Kita nila mahulog eh. And they could see the horror in the eyes while floating. O tapos sabi ko, 2 na lang kayo. Salita ka o hindi? Sino magsalita sa inyo? Ayaw kasi magtingin na. Putang ina ka na. Nagmamadali ako lecture. Wala pa akong kain. Ihulog mo yan. Ngayon, isa na lang. Tapos, sabihin mo, ikaw, isa ka na lang. Ayaw mo pa? Mabuhay? Wala ka nang kakatakutan. Ayaw mo. Sabi na, saan yung biktima? Saan doon? Tawagan mo. Hintay, sige, ikot-ikot tayo dito. After mga 15 minutes, sir, recover na. Doon talaga sinabi niya. Sige, ihulog mo siya. Kayong mga kriminal, gano'n. Iyon Laking Mindanao ako. Hindi naman, mahirap kami, pero hindi naman talagang patay gutom. Pero kung ano ang kaya mong gawin, I can do it better 100 times. So do not fuck with me. Pag sinabi kong wag, lalo na kung nakakasira sa bayan, corruption, droga, criminality, wag mo na. 3 years na lang. Maghintay lang kayo ng 3 years. After that, I go. Huwag kayong maniwala na magdiktador ako. Kaligaya ko na lang. Tagal na ako sa gobyerno. Noon, kaya kong manligaw. Kaya kong magbisita sa magaganda. Ngayon, pwede ako magbisita may kotse, hindi magbus. Pwede ako magregalo ng mga perfume. Pero ngayon, hanggang tingin na lang rin ako. Ganon ang universal justice. Kaya yung bakit ganon, how unfair could it be to the criminals and to your victims? Sa amin nangyayari yan. Even how good we are, there is always a time. A time, ang favorite ko, atong Ecclesiastes 3. And if you have a problem, you just read that. Because there is always a time. Sabi ko, putang ina. Bakit ngayon pa ako nakakaroon ng kotse? Hindi naman ako pansin. 74 years old. Kung hindi yang... Kaya itong Pfizer, putang inang to. Yumaman talaga to. You can just imagine how many are. But you intersperse it with chalice. Huwag masyadong sakit sa ulo yan. Sinong taga sa pharmaceutical dito? Ganon ang buhay. Hindi talaga magtukma. That you are young and you have money, madali ka. There you mamatay, early cancer because you drink, walang mayaman dito na abusado na dumating ng 71. Hanggang dyan, mga 42 nga, by that time, cirrhosis of the liver, cancer. Tayo, kasi wala. Pagdating ng panahon, wala pa rin. Malayo ang tingin. Salamat po.